I'm a big scoreboard watcher, but that score was not indicative of that game. That should have been a 1 or 2 point game. We played our guts out, fought hard. Kadeem, way to come off the bench. Kadeem just won't quit, with the talent level deciding and all that kind of stuff has nothing to do with it. It's about his heart, his character, and his passion, and his energy. And I sit awake at night and I say, how can I not? He makes me play him. Dean Smith had this story about the Olympic team. The 12 guys who make it will be the 12 guys who make it. Steve Shepard, the Bear from Maryland, man, he told me Dean Smith said, make me play you. Kadeem makes me play him. He just plays so hard and does some really good things defensively, but it's just a character thing, and good for you, Kadeem. I'm proud of you. Jordan continues to learn on the job. That being said, I thought Prince did pretty well, but it was a hard-fought game. We were down 2 points with 2.5 minutes to go. Didn't get a shot off. I think we were down 4 when we had the shot clock violation. And then we had a couple turnovers. 25 turnovers is a lot, and I thought we had 5 in the last 4 minutes. I got to watch the tape. That's too many. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. But we came down here and battled the top 2 teams in the league. By the preseason poll, we battled them as hard as we could. And I'm not a big score. I don't care about scores, but 72-61 was not indicative of that game. That was like a 2-point game. In other words, we had to try to win the game. So we pressed. We were down 6 with a minute to go. We wanted to get a stop. Jordan fouled and made a mistake, and they then miss, so working on it.
As you said, down 4, and then you have the shot clock violation leading to 4 straight possessions with turnovers. What do you think?
Tired. Yeah. Roman's a little worn out anyways. Roman's fighting. I'm just telling you guys, Roman, if you're watching closely, Roman Penn fighting. He's a young kid, he's fighting. One of our things is we have 7 or 8 guys, and we continually have 1 or 2 guys that aren't into the fight. I don't know if it's emotionally not into the fight, physically not into the fight, or they're just not playing well that night. And I think lately it's been more, somebody might have an off night, basketball-wise. I'm not saying they're not trying. But we just haven't had everybody on board into the fight for 40 minutes the whole year. Part of it's youth, part of it's ego, part of it's this. Part of it's tired, part of it's excuses. There's no excuse. But we need everybody on board for the fight. And tonight we were like a guy short. And I see Shivers' numbers and everything, and that's not good enough. He's supposed to be one of our better players, but he just played hard against Canisius, and he battled against Iona. In other words, we're short a guy every night. And in this league, for 40 minutes with the schedule we played, we need 7 or 8 guys on deck for 40 minutes. We're getting 6 out of 8 guys on deck for about 32 minutes, in my opinion. Now, we've increased our production-wise. We're coming closer, and no one's quitting, right? But that's my take on the year and tonight's game as well.
Jimmy, battle Iona only lost by 2, down 2 late here today. Would you say this team's playing a little more inspired basketball without Nico, with maybe some of the younger guys feel that they need to step up?
Yeah, I think the younger guys, I don't think it's without Nico. Nico's an inspirational, emotional leader too. He's our, I told you, family member. I'm not turning my back, I'm not blaming him for anything. They're coming together, but they're getting more minutes, but they are getting together as a group. But Kadeem's got more minutes, and Horn's got more minutes, and now Bentley might be on track. But Tom's terrific. Tom Herter had a good game. It just didn't show up. That's not really his pace of game. But he's coming around because maybe they had an opportunity to play more. Nico took a lot of minutes, but we're moving forward. We're just trying to get better. We need everybody to come out against Marist because it's a really big game. And they got us last game. They think they're going to come in and beat us. And it's time that we said, no, you're not going to come in and beat us. By what we do, we just have to play a little harder for 40 minutes.
Jordan, 2 good games in a row now, 19 again tonight. How much have you progressed over the last few weeks going into conference for the first time around? Jimmy, can you follow up on his progress?
I said I had a good game in the past few games. I could have played a lot better besides offensive-wise tonight, but I'm just being confident. Coaches are confident in me. Coaches are confident in me. Players are confident in me. Like I said, I put the work in, and my teammates, I just feed off my teammates' energy. And, just thanks to them, thanks to my coaches for putting me in those positions to play as hard as I can.
He's coming along, he's playing well. He's making some big shots. I thought the 3 he took against Iona down 3 was good. He's good off the bounce. Those are some things we want. But some other shots we have to look at from some other guys. Now, he charged tonight when he drove. I told him to drive it hard. He beat the guy. The other guy slid over. Could he have dumped it? I have to watch the tape. But, the referees, they're never wrong in their life, so clearly it must have been a charge. He's doing a lot more things that I needed to do. Like he didn't finish at the rim a couple times at Iona, but that's okay because he's going to start finishing at the rim and he's going to expand his game. So Jordan's really coming along, and proud of the way he plays, and he's playing a ton of minutes too.
Kadeem came very close this weekend to beating the top 2 preseason teams in the league. What do you guys need to kind of get over the hump or just kind of push that a little bit further to turn a few of these close losses and wins?
Everybody on the same page that game. Coach even said it, some games, some guys just may not be into it enough with what it is, but if we get everyone on board, I think that would do it.
Have you seen a difference in this team since Nico left?
No, I think we're all still together. Like Coach said, he's still a family member, so, same family.
Just some different guys are getting chances to play. You got more minutes than Tom got more minutes. That doesn't mean anything, but he's, I know he's with us. He texts me and stuff, so. You got it. The one thing is too, it hurt us that Evan couldn't play more minutes with his cramps. Evan has been fantastic. I mean, outstanding, physically, emotionally, playing, intellectually playing. And it kind of hurt us. Evan he tried to go twice and got really bad cramps. And played 2 games in 3 days. It's a lot of minutes for Evan. So and that was a high energy game. He was taking the ball up, but I can't say enough about what Evan Fisher's doing for this program. If I was Evan Fisher's parents or coaches, I'd be real proud of him.
Jordan, that was your first experience with Manhattan's trapping and pressure. What was it like having to face that?
It was just basketball at the end of the day. You still have to play tough with the ball, whoever you play against. I mean, they ran a few people at you, but just stay tough with the ball. And you gotta move it against them. You can't dribble through it because we turn the ball over a lot trying to dribble through it. So pass through it, get to the middle of the zone, and just break it apart.
Was that a reason for some of the turnovers late? Was it just not being tough enough with the ball?
I think so.
A little fatigue.
Yeah, we're tired. We're tired. A lot of guys played a lot of minutes and they lost the ball from trying to do too much probably at sometimes, but just gotta be tough with the ball at all times.